Our first guests tonight are New York Times best-selling authors and the hosts of Desus and Mero, which airs Thursday nights on Showtime. Please welcome back to the show our friends Desus Nice and the Kid Mero. This is my favorite kind of week because I have already seen you this week.
That's right. We're revisiting.
We're revisiting. Yesterday, we filmed something for your show, and you took me to a New York institution.
One of the top cultural landmarks in all of New York City.
And based on the name, I think people who don't live in New York would be surprised this is a New York City institution.
Right. It sounds like a regional place, but it's not. It's international and in our hearts.
Where did you take me?
We took it on Dallas BBQs.
Right, baby. Dallas BBQs. You know what I'm saying?
And if you're not familiar with Dallas BBQs, it's where you can get a 64-ounce margarita.
Yeah.
Why would you want a 64-ounce margarita on a Tuesday morning at 11 a.m.?
Well, that's what we drank. Everything, it's Texas style is how
Texas
they describe
style.
them. You could not lift these with one hand.
No. It's like holding a newborn.
Yeah.
It's a lot. You really work out your arms.
You really did.
There's so much sugar in the drink. That's why they do it, so you can curl the drink and burn calories.
And often they come with test tubes with an additional shot of alcohol.
That's right. But to keep it classy, the small umbrella.
We had a lot of umbrellas littering our table at the end of the day, and I will say, and I talked to both of you backstage, I feel like my hangover is way more from the sugar in the BBQ drink.
Absolutely. Absolutely. My pancreas is gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
That was your favorite. That was your favorite of the organs.
I always bragged about it. So.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
I like my appendix.
But you know what? You are a great person to go drinking with.
Thank you.
You can handle your liquor. You're not a lightweight.
Nope.
Get off our guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you guys. I don't know if that's great.
I don't know if that's great either.
I don't know.
I don't know if we should.
It's like, hey, you
applaud that.
You drink a gallon of Long Island
It's cool when you get old and you can still drink like a 19-year-old. Yeah. Last time you were here, we were talking about Eric Adams and the potential that he would be our mayor. He's our mayor. How do you guys think he's doing?
It feels like we elected a club promoter.
It does. He's my favorite mayor so far that has their ear pierced. So I'm wrong with that.
That's true. We got that going for us.
He's also one of the only mayors I feel like could bust into a big DJ session in a nightclub. So I'm looking forward to that.
You guys have you've said that he basically governs like someone who only has 24 hours in New York City.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's just like, it's a crazy how many places he is over the course of one day.
He just goes everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like he gets like invites to in your email that you would usually be like, I don't want to do that. He's just like, yes.
He's like in the invites in his spam box. Yeah. He might show up at your kid's bar mitzvah. You don't know.
He was at my kid's 6th birthday party. I don't know how he got the invite.
And then he wanted 5 minutes, right? He wanted to make a speech about the vision.
And then he left with the bottle he came with.
Similac. I can take the Similac.
Obviously a lot of people, both who live in New York City and don't, know that we have a problem with our subway system, but there was a recent improvement made. There was $30 million spent on a stairway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Were you guys excited about this new beautiful stairway?
Super excited.
Yeah.
We needed it.
It's just another very long stairway for you to get masturbated on by a homeless person. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, some of us wanted new trains. Some of us, wanted safety, but it was like, no, staircase.
Staircase.
Enjoy.
Hey, man, you know that song Stairway to Heaven? Stairway to the Q train, bro.
Do you guys feel like there's any solution to our subway problems here in New York City?
I don't know, spend some of the money that you guys have in your coffers.
But I mean, it depends what we think the problem is. Is the train's running late? Or perhaps, because the other night I was drunk on the train, I was like, there's a lot of rats. So if we release cats to eat the rats.
Your solution is more cats?
You'll hear more about it when I run for mayor. So.
Yeah. Let's not give it away yet. Let's not give it away yet. Just like all of a sudden, just that beautiful stairway and just thousands of cats descending.
A lot of track fires.
I talked to you guys about this yesterday when I saw you. You had a fantastic interview with Denzel Washington on your show. And what was wonderful about it, it was a side of him that I feel like we don't see that often. He's obviously a very serious man. He's one of our greatest living actors. But he mostly just talked about different train stations in the Bronx with you guys.
Listen, that was not Denzel Washington, the actor. That was Denzel, the New Yorker.
Yeah.
Yo,
that's a whole different Denzel.
I'm D from Mount Vernon.
Did he warm into it, or did he show up like that immediately?
He just came in there because he knew we're from the Bronx, BXO there. He's from Mount Vernon, which was located right above the Bronx. So he already felt that energy that, you know, if you're not from New York, it's the worst energy you can ever see. It's when two New Yorkers link up together in a room. You're going to hear a lot of loud and a lot of, hey, we got pizza in New York at 4 a.m. They don't have that down here. So he just comes in, and it was like hanging out with your uncle. He was just like so conversational and just warm.
Very chill. He walked in, he saw the bodega. He's like, I recognize this environment. My guard is down.
And then everything Denzel says, he says it with a certain gravitas. So even if it's not serious, you have to take it really serious.
Let me
He's
tell you
like,
something, Seth.
if you're gonna get coffee, get it light or sweet.
Hey, let me tell you
You're like, what?
all right.
You just be on the train home like, Denzel, I gotta get it together, bro.
Be like, listen,
Can't be mixing these two.
can't have a fluffernutter with no peanut butter. But he says it with like the you know what I mean? Like,
He says it like a training day voice.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
oh, okay.
You're like, okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, it's peanut butter and marshmallow stuff. Yeah, you're right.
You guys, you did not have Rihanna on the show, but you did have a baby shower for her.
We did. We
Yeah,
did have
that was very nice.
You know, because we did that thing where you throw people a baby shower that they're not invited to.
Yeah.
So she didn't show
Did
up.
Eric Adams show up?
I think so. I think
He's there. He's still there. They already broke down the set. He's still there.
he was the one that pointed out Rihanna didn't show up because he was handling the guest list.
There you go.
But you know Rihanna.
Yeah, I've been. I had a wonderful. I went day drinking with her, much like I did with you two gentlemen, and it lives in my memory.
Do you go day drinking a lot with people?
I do it more than I should.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna tell you that you need to stop that, but what you need to do is invite us.
Yeah. Next time I'll invite
Good.
you guys. Now, you guys, obviously, you have not booked Rihanna, but are you hoping to be the first talk show that has the baby on?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know, maybe
Yeah.
in utero, you know. I mean, actually, no, it's been born.
It's
so-
too late. Yeah, you missed that opportunity.
Have the baby. The
We're
baby
trying to
has
get him in the warmer.
The baby's not SAG yet. We're waiting for all this stuff.
Oh,
but
right,
it's gonna
right,
happen.
right. Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Gotcha. That's obviously something to look forward to. You guys, you've talked as well about wanting to go to England and maybe interviewing some royalty. The Queen.
Yeah.
You want to start at the
Go
top.
right at the top.
Yeah.
You can't start with like the babies.
Yeah,
No, no,
You gotta
no.
go right for the top.
No dukes or whatever.
Yeah,
Just like
no
straight to the
earls,
queen.
no dukes. You're just gonna go
earls.
right into it.
And you see how we do interviews, we make people comfortable.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
just imagine the queen, she takes the crown off.
Hey, oi, oi,
Oi,
oi.
you know who's my favorite drill rapper?
Oh, you listen to that new Skepta, mate?
Just her PR person's like, Queen, calm down, Your Majesty.
We're gonna have to heavily edit this.
That would be very. I mean, you couldn't take the Queen to BBQs. I don't.
Oh,
think.
we would have to.
We'd have
Yeah.
to.
I think
you know what? I think you're afraid that she would drink more than you.
I'm afraid. I think anyone that age, if they have one sip of those,
We're going
they
to
might
jail.
drop dead.
We are going,
Yeah.
That's going to be an international
I
incident.
really have to speak to the. I've also never seen that color of cocktail that we had
no.
yesterday. Yeah.
Like you said, none of those colors appear in nature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're all man-made.
Right. They all
Like-
appear like when there's like been a reactor leak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of those food dyes, if you looked at the bottle that they came in, they were like, do not handle without gloves. So,
But it's the first time I've seen Jay-Z blue in real life.
Wow.
Okay, so
You did you guys follow the Jubilee? The big
me and all the homies
yeah, hell yeah. Jubilee.
viewing party? A Jubilee viewing party?
at Dallas BBQ.
We had our own Jubilee.
It was I saw this at the Jubilee
Jubilee.
the Jubilee Lee
Yes.
viewing party.
Yes.
You guys hosted it.
We hosted it and we dressed up like Queen Elizabeth.
And she didn't show up.
Now, do you guys get trouble? Can you get canceled for that, dressing up like Queen Elizabeth? I think like you might be in the clear, right?
I mean, it
Yeah,
depends
right.
on what kind of look you pull off.
I feel like people would just be like, oh, they're Medea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't translate as
I
well.
don't know if it would work.
And then, if you see me in compression stockings, that might just be because I'm old.
Yeah, all right. Well, we're all getting a little bit older, but it's still wonderful to have you guys around. Thank you so much for spending
Thank
time
you,
with
Seth.
us. I can't wait to see the show this Thursday. Jesus Nice, the Kid Mero, everybody. Jesus and Mero airs Thursday nights on Showtime. It's never anything but fantastic. We'll be right back with Jensen Ackles.